Hey there, Carolina Reyes here. I want to start week 4 here of Spiritual Inspiration with a quote from A Course in Miracles. This year, determine not to deny what has been given you by God, for that is the only reason He is called to you. His voice has spoken clearly, and yet you have so little faith in what you heard, because you have preferred to place still greater faith in the disaster you have made. Today, let us resolve together to accept the joyful news that disaster is not real, and that reality is not disaster. Reality is safe and sure, and wholly kind to everyone and everything. There is no greater love than to accept this and be glad. For love asks only that you be happy, and will give you everything that makes for happiness. That quote is so amazing for so many reasons, but especially for that last line. Because in essence, what the saying is, God's will and His want more than anything is your happiness. That is what He wants for you. And He's created us to, each and every one of us have different dreams and goals within our hearts. And He knows that because He placed them there. And I think a lot of times, I know I've grown up with this idea of God's will being such a negative thing because, you kind of feel like it's somebody putting strings on you and you having to do what they tell you to do. And I've realized after reading A Course in Miracles that that's not it at all. God's will is for us to be happy, and that is such great news. And who wouldn't want to follow that will if that's what it's going to lead us to? I mean, and think about it. God is all-knowing and all-powerful, and what He says goes. God's will be done. There's no question about it. And if I know His will for me is happiness, then why wouldn't I want that for myself? The only thing that's blocking us from His will being done in our life is our unwillingness to let Him in, to let go and trust that He's going to guide us there. We have to know that His will is going to happen no matter what, and to have faith in that. And I think that's why that last line, when I first read it, brought me to tears, because I truly understood He loves me. He truly loves me and wants me to be happy, and He's going to do whatever it takes to make sure that what it takes for me to be happy will unfold in my life. And so I just pray that you pray over your life. Pray that you surrender and let go and trust Him, and knowing that His will be done for you. He will not keep any promise unkept for you. And that is truth. He wants you to accept this gift that He has. That's your God-given right. You just have to open your heart and accept it. And opening your heart and accepting love can be a hard thing. And it can be a hard thing sometimes because of the wounds that are on our hearts still. And something that, trying to let go of that fear that's been created because of those past wounds. And so next week, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. But this week, I just want you to think about that. Think about God's will. Think about how great it should feel if you just trust and know that His will for you will be done. He wants nothing but happiness. And if you just allow Him to take over your life and let Him into your heart, that's where you're going to end up. So until next week, I hope you all have an amazing day.